Well, they say we want protection to our planes so it does not crash. This is unacceptable. Hanging verses of the Quran in your living room, on your body, under the pillow before you go to sleep out of protection, this is not the doing of the Prophet ﷺ. It's not the doing of the companions. It's the doing of shaitan, who wants you to be away from the Quran, and the only relationship between you and the Quran is protection. That is it. Don't read it. Don't do what's in it. Just keep it as a blessing and protection. If you hang anything else, for example, some people hang the name of Allah, Allah. They just put it as in their necklaces. Again, this is not bad. There's nothing wrong in it. Hanging the name of Allah, it's okay, as if you're writing it. But you have to be careful when entering the toilet, bathroom. Because then you will expose the name of Allah Almighty to that filthy place, the bathroom or the toilet. So it's preferable that you do not do this. And again, our connection with Allah, our relationship with Allah Azza wa Jal, is not limited in few verses that we hang or put in our pockets or wallets. It's not limited to hanging a few verses on the walls of our living rooms. Our connection with Allah Azza wa Jal is far greater than this. We have all our tawakkul, submissiveness, dependence, support from Allah the Almighty, and we depend entirely on Him. Coming back to the topic, though the hadith is weak, yet the meaning is true, it's preferable that when you go to the bathroom or toilet that you remove anything that has the name of Allah written on it. Scholars say that there are exceptions. For example, if I have a wallet, and in my wallet there are credit cards and money, and in Arab countries, some of them, you might find the name of Allah written on currency, like the riyals or dirham or whatever. You might find the name of Allah. So, is it advisable before entering a public toilet that you put it outside and you enter to relieve yourself and find yourself completely relieved of everything, even of your cash, of your credit cards? Scholars said that this is an exception. If there is no safe place to put it in, tuck it in your pocket, then enter the toilet or the bathroom. Similarly, the Quran. If you have a copy of the Holy Quran with you, should I leave it outside or enter the toilet? Scholars say, well, if you're afraid that it will be stolen, then you may take it in because of the fear of being stolen. And there is no big or strong or authentic hadith preventing us from doing this, because the hadith is not authentic. Yet, still we glorify the name of Allah. We glorify the words of Allah. We try our best not to allow it to enter such filthy places unless it is extremely impossible to leave it outside. I believe we have a short break. Please stay tuned and we will be right back, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and welcome back to Lessons in Fiqh. We have the following hadith, hadith number 78.
Narrated Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, on entering the lavatory used to say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. O Allah, I seek refuge with you from devils, males and females, or all offensive and wicked things, evil deeds and evil spirits.
Of course, reading it depends on how the meaning ends. So if you say khubth wal khaba'ith, is different than al khubuth wal khaba'ith. One means males and females of the devils. The other one means the wickedness of and evil things. Now, this hadith teaches us a supplication that all of us should say before entering a bathroom. Why? It's very simple. A bathroom is a place of filth and dirt. And that is why the devils reside in them. And it's like their common room. They usually spend most of the time there for chatting, communicating. And so whenever you go there, you try your best to stay away from it. You don't stay, and you are going there to do something. You're going there for a task. You're not going there to stay. That's why you should go quick and come out quick. Lots of people, and this is really funny. I once went and visited a friend, and I requested to go to the bathroom. And I went in there, and near the toilet seat, I found a pile of magazines and comic books. So I was, is this substituting toilet paper or what? I don't know, I didn't know. So after I relieved myself and went out, I asked him, what is this? He said, well, I usually spend like an hour and a half or two in the toilet, so I want to make use of my time, so I read. An hour and a half in the toilet? What are you doing? What is this? You're doing constructions and digging canals or what? This is something that you should do and get out of the toilet. You should not spend so much time there. So it's a place of filth. The Prophet ﷺ says you should say this supplication. It's okay. What else? There's another hadith narrated by Ali, may Allah please with him, said that the Prophet said ﷺ, saying Bismillah is a visor between our awrah and the sight of jinn. Meaning, when you say Bismillah while entering, when you take off your clothes, your private parts, your awrah, the jinn cannot see it, because Bismillah would impose a visor. It would prevent them from seeing your awrah by saying Bismillah. So this is the sunnah. Whenever you enter a bathroom, you say Bismillah, a'udhu billahi min khubthi wal khaba'ith. What do we learn from this hadith? We learn that there are jinn, and jinn are creatures of Allah, and there are Muslim jinns and there are non-Muslim jinns. The non-Muslim jinns are the devils, shayateen, that cause us problem. What is the origin of jinn? Noor, what is the origin of jinn?
The origin of jinn?
What are they created from?
Let's say...
Close. Close, but not close enough.
No. Fire.
Fire, that's correct. Jinn are created from fire. And humans are created from?
Mud.
From mud or clay.
Clay.
And angels are created from?
Light.
From light. And these are the things that they're created from, as reported to us by the Prophet ﷺ. So we believe that they exist. Now, do we see them? We do not. Fortunately, we do not. They have their own world and they have their own lives. We believe that they are males and females, and they reproduce. They have children. We don't know how they look like, and actually we're not interested. Let them be and live in their own world. So what's the connection between us and them? There are a few connections. Such as, one, the Prophet ﷺ told us that they have animals. And they have, they also eat. And he told us ﷺ that their animals eat the dung of our animals. And the jinn themselves eat whatever bone is found that has been slaughtered, the animal that has been slaughtered. So when we slaughter a sheep and we eat the meat and we have only the bone left and we throw the bone, the Prophet ﷺ told us that the jinn come to this bone and find this bone filled with meat for them, not for us. So that is why they eat it. And we also believe that, as the Prophet told us, ﷺ, that they can transform. They take different shapes and they can move from one area to the other in